So David Gordon Green is not my kind of horror director. He made The Exorcist Believer, and I made a video about his Halloween trilogy. Go watch that video. And like and subscribe for more rants, reviews, skateboarding, things of that nature. Look at my background. Look at that. This is the best one over here. Look at that. I drew that. Anyways, so Exorcist Believer, is it good? No. Here's what I liked. I thought the lead actor was decent, and I thought the old lady was decent. Outside of that, everything else sucked. It felt like such a studio, corporate, this non-artistic movie. Blumhouse, I don't think makes good horror movies. I'm glad they make horror movies, but I don't think they make good horror movies generally. I enjoyed Happy Death Day, I guess. But I'm trying to think of more horror movies than them. Who cares? So, spoilers. The setup to this movie is kind of boring. I know the original one, they didn't really have a setup to how she got possessed, but this one's like they walked into the woods, they disappeared for 3 days. They were in hell, apparently. And it doesn't really have a reason that they're linked together. I thought it was going to have some creative reason that they're linked. They're not linked for any other reason that they both disappeared together. The guy doesn't have this great, like, interesting battle of why he's not religious, losing his faith like Father Karras did in the OG one. They had some moments where I'm like, this could be interesting if he did it better. Was it her name? Ellen Burstyn? I don't know. The woman from the old one. She was just in it for a cash grab. She shows up for 20 seconds, gets stabbed in the eyes, and then she's out. And she's like, she doesn't even care about the fact that she got stabbed. Her fucking daughter's in it at the end for no reason other than cash grab, just cameo. So the trailer's a mislead, dramatically. Their plan. These little girls do nothing in the whole movie. They don't do anything cool or anything. Like, no spider walks, no puking on people, no fucking head spinning. Nothing. They do nothing. They do nothing at all. They kill a priest in one of the most comedically funny deaths I've ever seen. The priest walks in after a dramatic, like, oh, I gotta bow out because the Catholic Church, blah, blah, blah. So they're now psychologists. He walks in, he has this dramatic, like, you did your best, you did your best, let me go for it. Puts their hands on their heads after they all agreed not to touch him. They didn't tell him that, though. They're like, should we tell him? Nah, let's see what he does. And then they just snap his neck, and I was like, ha! That was so funny. Their plot is just to yell random religious shit at these kids. You got the fucking Jamaican woman or whatever the hell saying her stuff. She's scooping out shit out of a bathtub. They got these necklaces on. It's obvious that this is a Christian demon thing. You know? Like, they keep questioning if God exists in this film. I'm like, he obviously does in this movie. You know, this doesn't happen because demons and gods and angels don't exist in this film. So them saying to the audience, well, God might not exist. The thing that works is people. It's people and it's hope. I'm like, supernatural shit is happening in your movie that has to do with your religious bullshit. So you would think that in this film, they would all become believers. And it's like at the end of the movie, she's like, well, I mean, I have faith and I have faith in people. And I don't know about God. I'm just like, what do you mean you don't know about God? in this universe, God obviously exists. And they're just yelling random stuff at these people. Random nonsense is happening. It's just shit happening in the movie, and they just beat it because the guy's like, I pick you. And I'm like, that's it? That's as smart as this movie got? Was, you got to pick one of us to die. The guy's like, all right, I pick you. I'm like, all right, it's over. It's done. That's how to resolve it. I'm like, boo! And they act like it's so normal. They show the parents, like, having coffee at a fucking McDonald's, and they're like, oh, well, so you just got to move on through hard times. Like, it's normal that what just happened is perfectly normal, and you just got to power through it. I'm like, that was so abnormal. I'm like, the police, though, they call the cops. I'm like, you should be hiding everything. Like, how do you explain this to police? This priest has his head on backwards. There's 2 fucked up girls. They were tied down by a bunch of adults. How do you explain this? Like, don't call the cops. Anyways. F. Terrible ass movie. Funny way to start our October. Like a bad horror film. Hopefully I watch some better ones. There's some movie called Evil Lurks or something like that in my local theater. I might go see that. I think it's in Spanish. But got a 97% Rotten Tomatoes or whatever that means. So, yeah, those are my thoughts on Halloween. Not Halloween. Fucking, go check out the edited video for Halloween. Exorcist Believer. What do you think? Comment down below. Let me know and subscribe. And thank you for watching.